The National Search Dog Alliance's mission is to serve communities through the certification and education of search and rescue and law enforcement canine teams. NSDA works alongside the nation's top canine handlers, where they draw on experience to develop policies and standards for their teams. Their goal is to make sure that every team meets the highest level of performance and professionalism. This is to reflect the quality and dedication that define what NSDA is. This is Glenn Gantz and his dog Moki. Together, they are an NSDA certified canine team, volunteering to help the community and local law enforcement.
My favorite part is that it's just fun. Working with a search dog, it's a lot of time, but it's a lot of fun.
The National Search Dog Alliance has confidence it will provide quality education, preeminent certifications, and an effective voice in the future of search and rescue canines. Handler Taylor Moore is in the first stages of working with her dog, Howie, towards NSDA certification. Her journey started unexpectedly.
When I got him, I think I was several months into being on Cache County's search and rescue team. Had no intention of having a search dog or anything.
Moore has been with local search and rescue teams for a few years. Howie recently passed the Canine Good Citizen Test, which allows the dogs to begin the NSDA process.
Just ensuring that they have good temperament and that they can follow those basic commands and things like that. So we just certified with that. So now we're gonna do all the steps with NSDA as far as going through all their testing protocol.
Howie is being trained as a human remains detection dog. The work starts simple and builds gradually.
He is taught to go and find human remains and alert once he finds it. His alert is a down stay. Once he does that, I give him his reward, which is the ball. And he goes nuts for it.
The process has helped Moore grow as a handler and strengthen her relationship with Howie.
It gives us a chance to bond, and it gives him something that he loves, and it's so much fun to see him work through these problems, and also my own progression.
Remember, new handlers should stay open-minded, patient, and willing to adjust as they learn what works for their dogs.
It's rewarding seeing myself advance and change as a handler, knowing how things used to stress me out so much when I very first started versus now. He's still got the drive, and I really want to foster that in him.
Quality education and certification is the most important aspect of certification, so that law enforcement, when they call on us, they have respect for dogs that have been certified through NSDA. Jaji.
NSDA has rigorous standards for their certificates. For the first years of a dog's life, they are trained in many different situations and environments, which prepare them for the chaos of real-world situations.
Our evaluators that evaluate them are very fair, and so you can trust the certifications that NSDA bestows upon teams.
NSDA search teams are equipped with the best gear, so the searches are as efficient as possible. Handlers have GPS trackers, which track the dog's collar.
It'll beep and tell me that Moki has stopped moving. So that's a mark that I'll point to and go to see if Moki's there at the source that we're looking for.
As well as bells on their collars, so handlers can hear where their dog is going.
I can hear the bell jingling if he's not too far away. And then again, if the bell stops moving, then I know that he's found something that I should go check out. Some situations require some discreetness, and we will be very discreet about what we say over the radio, and we'll communicate very closely with the law enforcement agency. We're not there to run the show, we're there to help, and we're in a supporting role. 11:30 a.m.
NSDA has provided for law enforcement all over the country. They are a free service provided by volunteer teams who want to help law enforcement whenever they can.
Training with Moki has made me a better person. I am so much more willing to give my time to the community because I see how important it is for the community to have resources like a canine search team.
In one case, 14-year-old Mason Archibald went missing while on a snowmobiling trip with his dad.
I kept going places because I kept hearing snowmobiles, and I'm like, oh, it's got to be my dad or someone nearby for help, you know. So I kept looking around, but I obviously should have stayed where I was because it would have been better.
We first found out, and we found out that he had already been missing and searched for 5 hours. I thought, they have to find him soon. They have all those search and rescue. So I was hopeful. And then as the night went on, obviously the feelings and the energy escalated to, why haven't they found him yet?
I was like freaking out a little more, and then after I got to this one place, I stayed there for overnight because I was like, this is my best bet where they're gonna find me.
Franklin County Sheriff Department Search and Rescue and the NSDA provided help to find Mason. For Mindy, all that help for Mason was also help for her and her worries.
That many different people had been looking for him made me comforted.
The following morning, Mason was found.
When I got up and I was like, oh shoot, this dude's coming towards me. I'm like, oh, thank you, Lord. I went and jumped up and I was giving a hug, you know.
The Archibalds are grateful for the rescue services like the NSDA that helped find Mason.
There's so much gratitude for everybody. There's people out there that do this kind of stuff, that volunteer their energy and time.
They're pretty awesome, you know. As long as they're there, I think it's good that they can spot your tracks and see where you can go to find you.
We were grateful for the dogs and grateful for all of it because that's the only thing that we were relying on.
The search and rescue mission tells a story of courage, dedication, and strong bonds between handlers and their dogs.
There are canine teams out there that are highly trained and certified, and we're all free of charge. We never charge for any of our services.
If you are inspired by the work of search teams, there are ways you can get involved, whether by donating, using their services, or training to become a certified handler. Learn more today by visiting n-sda.org.